What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Pick Six Nation. This time is going to be episode number 142, and my guest for this episode is Parker Rijos. Parker, thank you so much for coming back on, man. I really appreciate it, and I'm excited to talk football with you.
Of course, no, I'm excited. I know it's right around the corner. I'm happy to be on the pod here.
Thank you, man. Yeah, it's exciting. It's around football season is around the corner. Training camp, joint practices, preseason that is helping us get closer to the football season. Now, let's get into our topics. We have the NFL top 100 list 10-1. Terrell Williams coaches Titans Bears preseason game. Ron Rivera Eric Bieniemy, Kareem Hunt, Jonathan Colin Cowherd. NFL Plus Premium gives fans access to NFL RedZone and NFL Network. Zack Martin's reworked deal. Ezekiel Elliott to the Patriots and Dalvin Cook to the Jets. All right, let's go to the NFL top 100 list 10-1. What are your thoughts on that? I know there's a lot of names who got snubbed. I like that Jalen Hurts is in the top 10. He absolutely deserves it. Hell of a season he had. Mahomes taking the number one crown, which is nice, which is absolutely deserved. Yeah, I mean, what are your thoughts?
Honestly, I don't have an issue with the top five. I think the top five is really set. Patrick Mahomes, Justin Jefferson, Jalen Hurts, Bosa, Travis Kelce. Honestly, I think Joe Burrow could probably fit in higher in the top five. I'm a big quarterback guy, and I feel like so is the entire league. It's like, what have you done for me? Tyreek Hill, he's still a great player. I think he obviously deserves to be in the top 10. I don't know if I would put him at my 7. And then rounding out that with Josh Allen, Micah Parsons, and Chris Jones. I'm okay with it. I feel like there's some offensive players that were snubbed from there, but it's something that I can probably live with. I mean, Aaron Donald, I think, probably could have also been bumped up.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree with that. That's a fair take. That's a really fair take.
Out of curiosity, what are some of yours that you think that could have made the top 10?
Lamar Jackson deserves to be there. I mean, there's a lot of people who got snubbed. Well, throughout the general ranking, the quarterbacks, it was kind of like there's quarterbacks who deserve to be higher. Tua, Lamar, those guys definitely deserve to be higher. Geno, I mean, I like Chris Jones at 10. That's a really nice ranking. I'm pretty pumped about that. I like Tyreek Hill in the top 10. He was phenomenal last season. So I'm pumped about that. So, yeah, those are my thoughts on the top 10. I mean, it's a pretty awesome top 10 for the most part. I mean, again, there were players that were snubbed, but yeah. Parker, anything else you want to?
One thing I'll say, it's always a fun list. Obviously, it gets the season started, and it kind of puts some chips on some people's shoulders. Again, it's just a list that it doesn't determine what the actual NFL is going to do. So I'm excited to see how these players perform from it.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. On that. Parker, anything else you want to touch on there?
No, I think pretty good.
All right, cool. Now let's go to Terrell Williams coaches Titans Bears game. That's awesome that he got to do that. Mike Vrabel giving him the opportunity to do that. It's really awesome to see that. Hopefully, more assistant coaches can go and get head coaching jobs as soon as possible.
I think this is definitely going to help with that. I mean, I think you're going to see more opportunity in preseason. I mean, again, it is preseason. I think these assistant coaches, they do a great job. And if anything happened to a head coach, do I think they could fill in? Yes. I do think a head coach is a very important position, and there's only 32 of them. But I do think that you'll see more of this throughout the years as people want to take steps up in their careers. So I think it's a great start. I honestly didn't know it was happening until after the fact. But it was very cool to kind of look into it and see Mike Vrabel just applauding him for his work in that game.
Yeah, absolutely. And Terrell Williams did a really nice job of coaching in that game too. He did a really nice job. Terrell Williams, he is the assistant head coach and defensive line coach for the Titans, and hopefully he gets a head coaching job in the future. He did a really nice job, and just best of luck to him. Hopefully he can get that head coaching job as soon as possible. Yeah. Great. It's awesome. Parker, anything else you want to touch on?
No, I think we're good. I honestly wasn't too much I had from that point.
All right, cool. Now let's go to Ron Rivera, Eric Bieniemy. This is an interesting one. Ron Rivera was talking about how some of the Commanders players were concerned with. Ron Rivera was talking about how some of the Commanders players were concerned with Eric Bieniemy's intensity. Then Ron Rivera talks about he said they had put his foot in his mouth. What are your thoughts? It's very interesting to see Ron Rivera say that.
Sorry, are you referring to the earlier in the week when players were saying that like Eric Bieniemy's too tough on them?
Yeah.
So I honestly liked Eric Bieniemy's take, and I liked how Ron Rivera backed him up and kind of said just like, you guys are grown, essentially just said you guys are grown men and you guys need to just do the job because there's other people who will do it if you don't. And that might be like it. I mean, we're definitely both very young, and I just think it's very old school. But I do like that kind of coaching. It's kind of like run through a wall for me kind of mentality, and that's how I would always play the game. And I was very happy with what he said. I think some of these players on Washington, I mean, yeah, they're NFL players who are amazing. They haven't had a great franchise in a long time, and they need to shake things up. So I think not resting on your laurels, which they have none because they haven't been good since like Kirk Cousins has been there. I'm very good with that take.
Yeah. I like that what Eric Bieniemy is doing in Washington. I mean, it's nice to see that the Washington Commanders got him as the offensive coordinator. So really nice to see that.
It will be very interesting to see how it shakes out. I know Colin Cowherd was saying how like he doesn't find it surprising that Eric Bieniemy is struggling without Andy Reid. I think it's just very early to tell. I do think he's deserving of a head coaching job. I think this is the best opportunity for him to kind of get outside of Andy Reid's shadow.
Yeah. Eric Bieniemy definitely deserves a head coaching job as soon as possible. He's really doing a nice job as the assistant head coach and the offensive coordinator of the Washington Commanders. So, yeah, still very interesting what Ron Rivera had said. Just weird, but hopefully the Commanders can continue to thrive and do very well. Parker, any other thoughts on that?
No. We're just rocking and rolling here.
Great. Awesome. Now let's go to Kareem Hunt. He has visited with the Colts, the Vikings, the Saints as well. I can't wait for him to get back on an NFL team as soon as possible. I think he's going to bring a lot to that team. He's going to bring a lot of positives.
No, I think so too. I mean, out of the teams you mentioned, I think that the Vikings make the most sense. I mean, obviously they lost Dalvin Cook or didn't sign Dalvin Cook. And I think Hunt's a very good running back and does very well with another dual back. I mean, you saw that in Cleveland. So I think Alexander Madison is going to be perfect for that. The depth of Minnesota's running game, I'm just pulled up the list here, and I tell you 3 of those 4 guys. Tyler Chandler. I do think that adding Kareem Hunt would be a benefit to a team that could win the NFC North. So I think he'd fit well in that scheme.
Yeah. If Kareem Hunt does go to Minnesota, like you said, Dalvin Cook leaving Minnesota, he's now with the Jets, which we will talk about later in this episode, and that's a great move by the Jets.
Yep.
nice to see that visit. Kareem Hunt was with Kwesi Adolfo-Mensah in Cleveland. They had so that was cool. They were both. They had both been a part of the Cleveland Browns organization.
Yeah, no, it's going to be interesting seeing him in a different uniform. But I mean, he's still young enough. I think he's definitely going to be great in this league, and he could be a good third down back for the Vikings.
Yeah. If that happens, if he does go to the Vikings, that's great. It really helps their running game. Him and Alexander Mattison, that'd be a really nice rushing attack. So, yeah, Parker, anything else you want to touch on regarding Kareem Hunt?
No.
All right, cool. Well, now let's go to Jonathan Taylor. This is a chaotic situation beyond belief. He is back with the team, but he still wants to be traded. And we have an article by Cody Benjamin, and it's titled "Colts Jonathan Taylor back with team, but running back RB still wants to be traded and remains on PUP list per report." And it says in the article, Jonathan Taylor wants nothing more to do with the Indianapolis Colts, but the star running back rejoined the team Monday. Rejoined the team at training camp on Monday, according to Ian Rappaport, even while seeking to trade out of town. Taylor has been away from the team while rehabbing his ankle, and while he remains on the physically unable to perform list, PUP in parentheses, after perform before list, he has returned to the team. So, really interesting stuff regarding Jonathan Taylor. Hopefully he gets the money that he deserves as soon as possible.
I'm a big Jonathan Taylor fan. I liked him when he was with the Badgers. He's in my fantasy team, so I'm gonna love him there too. I don't think he should be holding out. I mean, I know he's just trying to be traded. I think he's had one great year, and other than that, he's only been in the league for 2 years. This is his third season. He has not been. I don't think he should be demanding all of these things. He's an amazing running back. I think the time with the Colts is coming to an end. I just don't think you can build off of that. I think he's coming back because he needs to kind of get the reps in and kind of just see where things shake out. I mean, you can't just be this cancer for a team. No one's going to want you. So I think I would be surprised if he's not traded before the season or at some point during the season.
I see what you're saying, man. But he does deserve that. He does deserve what he wants to get. He does deserve the money that he wants, man. I just want to see that happen as soon as possible. Yeah, and he was drafted in 2020, round 2, pick 41 in the 2020 draft.
Yep. So I mean, it's been not too many years. I mean, he was hurt last year, so I will say that he had one star year, and I think all running backs get underpaid, but I also think they're replaceable too. I think the NFL needs to work on something to get these running backs paid, whether it's just that money doesn't go to their salary caps, because it's fun seeing these great running backs and these great teams. But you saw what the teams have done, and in the Titans is a great example. They have a great running back, but they don't go to the Super Bowl. And then you have Patrick Mahomes, and his running back is just running back by committee, and they're able to win a Super Bowl without a star running back. So you kind of see that. So yeah. I think Jonathan Taylor, sure, he could get paid more. So could a lot of people. I think you and myself included could probably get paid more in what we do. I don't think if I did well in 1 year that I should then start demanding things the next year. But I do think that his time in Indiana is come to an end, and a different team might be a good fit for a fresh restart.
Maybe we just have to see how this all plays out. How this all plays out. Hopefully he gets the money that he deserves as soon as possible. Anything else you want to touch on regarding Jonathan Taylor?
No, I think we're good there.
All right, cool. Now let's go to Colin Cowherd. That was so dumb what he did. It's just so messed up what he did, man. He had this list of quarterbacks that can't win Super Bowls, and Dwayne Haskins was on the list. I mean, that's just super messed up.
When did this come out?
It was over a week ago or so.
No, like I don't know too much into it, but when did I know the list came out a week ago, but when did he create the list?
I want to say 5 to 6 days ago or so. Yeah,
part of
we have an article.
This list. I'm looking at the article right now. Go ahead.
We have an article, and it's by Mike Florio, and it's on Pro Football Talk, and the article's titled "Colin Cowherd Show Makes Inexplicable Blunder Regarding Dwayne Haskins," and it says in the article, "People make mistakes. It's nevertheless interesting at times to explore how mistakes are made, and how their aftermath is handled. Colin Cowherd's show made one of the most egregious mistakes in recent years on Tuesday. Not just Cowherd, who speaks extemporaneously and for the most part very effectively, that's in parentheses, for several hours per day, but several hours per day. But everyone whose fingerprints are on the audio and visual content. Cowherd's particular brand of over-the-top hot takery, which lends itself to a wide range of contradictions that are brilliantly chronicled by back after this on the social media platform formerly known as Twitter, lends itself to broad, sweeping proclamations that inevitably are proven wrong by Cowherd's own future words. And the broad, sweeping proclamation from Tuesday was supposed to be quarterbacks drafted in round one over the past decade who can't win a Super Bowl. That's crazy.
It is definitely a mistake and a blunder for sure. I'm shocked. I mean, you can see it all the time that different ESPN, CBS, all those things that there's always these errors that you catch. This is definitely a big one. I mean, I'm surprised that as he said it, he didn't correct himself. But again, yeah. I mean, I know he's been on TV forever, and he probably doesn't even get nervous. But everyone makes mistakes. I mean, I've probably made a few mistakes myself today in my normal job. So I would love to give him the benefit of the doubt. It's definitely an unfortunate thing that was said. Do I think I don't think he should be canceled by any means for that. It's very sore subject that is unfortunate. I think I should just leave it at that.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, but that's so messed up what he did, what Colin Cowherd did.
Yep.
All right, I think we got that there. Anything else you want to touch on regarding Colin Cowherd?
No, I think we're good there.
All right, cool. Thank you. NFL. Now let's go to NFL Plus Premium. Gives fans access to NFL RedZone and NFL Network. All right, this is just awesome on so many levels. NFL Plus gets better from this. It's just really nice to see that.
This is awesome. I mean, as a fan, just being able to get more football in front of you, it's not much to say other than it's just a great deal.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I could not agree with you more on that.
I'm pretty sure it's $15 a month or I haven't gotten it yet, but I definitely will. $100 a year. So it's definitely, it's a great way for NFL Plus that can kind of make a lot of money, and fans are going to be all for it.
All right. Great. Yeah, that's pretty good. Parker, anything else you want to touch on regarding the NFL Plus?
No, I don't really have too much on that one, Michael.
All right, cool. Now let's go to Zack Martin's rework deal. I mean, nice to see that is taken care of. Cowboys have reworked his deal. Really nice to see that. And we have an article from Todd Archer, and it's on ESPN. And it says, sources, Cowboys holdout Zack Martin agrees to a rework deal. 21 days later, Zack Martin is on his way, and it says in the article, 21 days later, Zack Martin is on his way to Dallas Cowboys training camp in Oxnard, California. The Cowboys and their all-pro guard reached an agreement on a reworked contract that will pay him north of $18 million in each of the next 2 years, sources told ESPN's Adam Schefter on Monday. Both years are fully guaranteed, the sources says. Both years are fully guaranteed, the sources said. So nice to see that regarding Zack Martin. Nice to see that situation is taken care of. Yeah, Parker, what are your thoughts?
It definitely well deserved. I mean, it's a lineman who I think should get paid more, and so does everyone. So, and he did. I think he's supposed to make 13.5 like this year and 14 next year. But now getting north of 18 million. I mean, without Zack Martin, I think the Cowboys are going to be a decent team. I don't think they're going to win the Super Bowl or anything, but you need the front guys, and he is the glue to all of that.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
So keeping him happy is your right guard is definitely one of the first things I would do if I was the GM of the Cowboys.
Fair. All right, I think we got that. Also, best. Hopefully, things continue to go well for Zack Martin on the Cowboys. Yeah. Anything else you want to touch on regarding Zack Martin?
No, I'm happy for him. I think that's enough is said.
Awesome. Great. Now let's go to Ezekiel Elliott to the Patriots. This is a great move by the Patriots to go and get Ezekiel Elliott. I mean, great move by the Patriots to go and get him. It's gonna be a really nice tandem between him and Ramondre Stevenson. Really nice to see that. Parker?
This fits the mold for the Patriots perfectly. I feel like they're always this big, strong running back. It's kind of like the running back committee. So I also like this duo too, Ezekiel Elliott and Stevenson. I think is going to be another great duo. I kind of think Zeke will eventually kind of take over that lead back. Personally, I just think he's still a very good back who will fit in very well with the Patriots. Very similar to when we were talking earlier about how Kareem Hunt was going to fit in with the Vikings. I think this is another great fit and good on the Patriots.
Yeah, 100%. And we have an article from Michael Baca, and it's on NFL.com, and the article is titled, Patriots signing ex-Cowboys running back RB, Ezekiel Elliott to one-year deal worth up to $6 million. And it says in the article, New England's Week 4 road trip to Dallas just got a little more interesting. The Patriots are expected to sign former Cowboys running back Ezekiel Elliott to a one-year deal worth up to $6 million. NFL Network insiders Ian Rappaport and Tom Pelissero reported Monday per sources. Elliott was released by the Cowboys this offseason after 7 seasons with the club. The 28-year-old had a free agent visit with the Patriots on July 29th. So nice to see that. I'm really pumped about Ezekiel Elliott going to the Patriots. That's a really nice signing. And hopefully, and best of luck to Ezekiel Elliott on the Patriots.
Michael, one thing in the article that I thought was pretty cool is that he's going to be going back to number 15, his days at Ohio State. Even though I don't like Ohio State, but I still think it's pretty cool that he's going to go back to his college number.
Nice. Yeah. That's awesome. Yeah, he's wearing 15. Yeah. That's awesome. Let's go. Thank you, Parker.
No, of course. I appreciate you having me on, and I always like being.
Wait, we're not done yet.
Sure.
I was saying thank you for telling me about the number 15.
Oh, my bad.
No, you're all good. 15. Yeah, that's awesome. And hopefully things go well and best of luck to Ezekiel Elliott on the Patriots.
Yeah.
All right, I think we got that there. Anything else you want to touch on regarding Ezekiel Elliott to the Patriots?
All right,
awesome.
We'll start.
No worries. All right. Now, let's go to Dalvin Cook to the Jets. This is an awesome move by the Jets to get Dalvin Cook. Really nice to see that. That is a insane backfield. They're going to have Breece Hall. They're going to have Michael Carter. Dalvin Cook now. They have an insane backfield.
They have the deepest running backfield. I think they're going to have to trade. I think they're going to go for some more assets. I love Dalvin Cook there. I was a big Dalvin Cook fan. I think that they're going to have to end up trade wanting those pieces for another piece to help them push for a Super Bowl. But this is going to be an all-time competition on who gets these touches.
Yeah, true, 100%. And we have an article regarding the Dalvin Cook with the Jets, and the article is by Grant Gordon, and it's on NFL.com, and it's titled "Ex-Vikings running back RB Dalvin Cook signs 1-year deal for up to $8.6 million with Jets." And it says in the article, another lengthy wait has ended, and another star has joined the Gotham Galaxy. Running back Dalvin Cook and the New York Jets have agreed to terms on a 1-year deal worth up to $8.6 million. NFL Network insiders in Rappaport and Tom Pelissero reported Monday, furthering New York's grand aspirations for 2023 in the process. Cook, a 4-time Pro Bowl running back who was released by the Minnesota Vikings in June, began to visit with the Jets on July 28th. After saying earlier in the day on Good Morning Football that the odds were pretty high, in quotes, he would sign with the Jets. So nice to see that. And I think Mike Florio had said that, I think after the Hall of Fame game, talks would accelerate there. I want to go and check that article on what Mike Florio had said about Dalvin Cook too. All right, I have that article, the Mike Florio article, and that's titled "Jets Dalvin Cook could ramp up talks after Hall of Fame game." It's by Mike Florio, and it's on Pro Football Talk. And it says in the article, free agent running back Dalvin Cook continues to be available. There's a chance that could change sooner than later. Cook visited the Jets on Sunday. Per source with knowledge of the situation, talks are expected to accelerate in the aftermath of tonight's Hall of Fame game. That was written. It was written on August 3rd. So, yeah, I think we got that regarding Dalvin Cook. Best of luck to Dalvin Cook on the Jets. And I want to go back a little bit on the show. That Jonathan Taylor article that we read, that was on CBS Sports. The article is by Cody Benjamin. So I just wanted to go back and get that too.
Sure.
So, yeah, Parker. Best of luck to Dalvin Cook on the Jets. $8.6 million for 1 year. Let's go. It's worth up to $8.6 million, which is awesome. So nice to see that. Yeah. Best of luck to Dalvin Cook on the Jets.
No, I'm excited. It's gonna be a fun team.
Absolutely. It's going to be a very fun team. All right. I think that's pretty much it. Parker, thank you for coming on. Really appreciate it.
Michael, I'm happy to be here. Thanks for having me, and I'm excited to come back on here soon.
All right. Thank you. Appreciate it.
You have a good day.
Thank you. You too. Have a good one.
Bye.
All right. Bye.